Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to do a couple of canvas bags that I got from Hobby Lobby. The first one is just a little, it's called the two-tone zipper pouch olive, and it was $1.49 from Hobby Lobby. And this one is the canvas tote with pockets. It was $2.99 from Hobby Lobby. And the reason it's called pockets because on this side, it has the 3 pockets. And then the inside is just, oh wait, let me cut this off. Just the inside, there aren't any pockets on the inside. No, okay. So I'm gonna put the design on this side here since those pockets are over there. And for the pouch, cut this off. I'm going to put the design here. So actually what it is, these are little bows, little pink bows. I thought those would look so cute on this color canvas. And then this is just the letter G with my name at the bottom. So I need to get these weeded out so that I can get them ironed on. This is iron on, of course. So we'll start with the small project first. So let's get that out of the way and get started on weeding out the little bows here so that I can put them on to the little canvas bag. So they are individual little pieces. So I'll just remove all the centers of the bows and then I'll put them, I won't need transfer tape for these, so I'll just add them to the pouch, tape them down, use heat resistant tape and tape them down so that they do not move because they are small. So I'm going to use my small little mini heat press, the little handheld one. So you see how these are just little cute little bows. I think those are so adorable. And they're pink, so that's my new spring color. Well, I've always liked pink, so yeah. So I just cut out, how many? I don't even know. That's my other. So I have the big press on and I have the small one on. The big one I have on for the tote bag. And the small one I have on for the pouch. So let's move these over. And here we go. Almost done with weeding. Except let me go back and get the middles out of this one. And this side. And then I'm going to cut these apart and separate them and lay them out on the pouch in some kind of random order. I'm only going to do one side, I believe. I'm only going to do one side of the pouch. So, like, for instance, when I cut these apart, like so, and that's, the sheet is sticky a little bit, so to help it stick to the bag. So I'm going to move this because I don't want it to melt. Even though I'm going to use my heating pad, which is here. I'll bring that in, put that there so we don't burn our, don't burn my desk, my crafts table. Okay, so what I'm going to do is like put these in like random, places on here. But before I do that, I want to preheat this a little bit to remove any moisture that might be in there. And I want to finish these last 2. So it looks like I did 2, 4, 6. I thought I did more than that. I probably could have gotten one more out of that. I don't know why I didn't do that one. That was just a waste. An inch of wasted heat transfer vinyl. And y'all already know how I hate to waste my materials. And because they are, even though the blanks are relatively inexpensive, the material is not as inexpensive. Because you have to buy so much of it. And it's usually not the one thing that Michaels usually does not put their vinyl, their Cricut vinyl on sale. But when they do, I'm in there. And I do like their other brand, the Make brand. I do buy that sometimes. And they have that Caesar, which I haven't really gotten into that. It's a little more expensive. Maybe it's a little bit too expensive for my cheap taste. So I tend to stick with whatever's on sale and the lowest cost. So let's remove these so that I can preheat this for a second and get out these hard wrinkles that are in it. Those wrinkles are hard. They may not come out with this little iron, but that's okay. So I'm going to put them on. Which side do I want them on? This side? Yeah, because the zipper goes that way. So I'm preheating this a little bit just to give it some heat. And then randomly place these on here. I'm going to tape them down to, even though they have a little bit of a stickiness to them, it's not quite enough. So I just want to make sure I have enough room for all of these. So I'm kind of place them a little bit random. Let's see. Zigzag them a little bit. How's that look? That's a little too close right there. That one can come over, down. How's that? Does that look good from... Let's look good. Does that look good? She can come over a little bit. She can come over a little bit. We got a lot of space sort of here. But I don't want them to kind of like be in a row. So that's why I want to kind of stagger them a little bit. Okay. How's that? That looks okay. Let's get the tape. And I'm going to take one little piece of tape. Oh, it looks like I'm almost out of tape. I got some more, but it looks like this is going to run out on this dispenser. Okay, so yeah, so I got each one taped down, sort of, kind of. That should do. I like that. That looks good, right? They're in like random order. Although right here looks a little too blankish. Let's move y'all over a tad bit. How's that? Much better, right? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to protect it with this. This is just a little other layer of protection, which I probably won't need, but I'm still going to use it since I have it. This silicone, is it no, Teflon sheet. So I got the iron set on, the mini press set on 3, which is the hottest level. So I'm going to keep going with that. Move it around as I go. Give each one a little bit of heat. And I have to lift it up to see where they are because I forgot. Okay, this one in the middle here. Over here somewhere are a couple. And just keep moving it as I go. So yeah, those two in that area. And I'm shaking the camera. Gotta not shake so much. Okay. Now I can kind of see where I'm at. Okay. Get a little bit more time on each one. Give each one a little sprinkle of love. All right. Okay. All right, so usually this heat transfer vinyl is a cool peel, so I'm going to let it cool off a little bit by putting it here. Turn it over for a second, even though, no, that's cool. It's not hot. Okay, this is cooling it off a little bit. Okay. And then, let's see if I can remove them. Yep. Yep. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Yes. Okay, this one. Okay. It's kind of hard to get up without nails. I don't have any nails now. Okay. And then this one. Okay. That looks good. I like it. I like it. Although those two are a little kissy over there. It could have been a little more space, but it doesn't matter. It looks good. I like that pink with the black and the tan. So that looks good. If I must say so myself, I like it. Okay, so let's get to our second project, which is the, oops, I'm dropping stuff in my tote bag. And I need to weed this out. This one's going to take a little bit more time because there are a lot of little flowers. So I'm going to take the edge out first so that you can see what this is. Oh, and this is the sparkly glitter vinyl. I'm definitely going to need my large press for this because that glitter vinyl, yeah, it requires lots of heat. So let's see. Okay, that's the outline of the G. And then I need to just, first of all, I'm going to cut some of this extra sheet off. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That was my name at the bottom, but I did not attach it to the G, right? So it's separate, but it's okay. I didn't ruin it. Or did I ruin it? I think I did. However, did I ruin it? I'm going to say yes. You know why? Because I don't have anything over the part that I cut off is the part that needs to stay on. Okay, so wait, let's see, can I get it back on there? Let's try it. We're gonna try it. We are definitely gonna try it. And it's that, oh, I hate this glitter vinyl, glitter heat transfer vinyl. This one might not work, guys. I may not be able to do my name on this one. Because this is not weeding out it right. It's not weeding out correctly at all. I don't think so. I should have used regular vinyl for this project. Regular heat transfer instead of this glitter. I don't normally have success with this. And here's another example of it not being a success. I've got to watch some more YouTube videos on this one because this isn't going to work. It's just not going to work. It's ruined. Okay, at least the name is ruined. Okay, you can turn off Little Minnie. I'm done with you for today. All right, so that's not good. So we'll move on to see if I can salvage the G. So let's see. I'm glad I didn't start ironing down anything yet because at least my bag, I still have the bag. It's not ruined. So let's see if I can get this to work. It rips off so easily. Okay. Yeah. And so far, I think we might be okay. I'll see when it's time to get to the flower. See, there's a flower at the bottom of the G. So if that's cut good, we should be okay. So I'm going to take my time and try to get it out. So this part came out. That's out. Okay. Now for the flower, that's going to be a little tricky because it's little tiny pieces like in the leaves right here. You all, that was painstaking work, but I got every one of them out. I'm so proud of myself because that was so hard, and I could not let you all sit there and watch the whole thing. I had to cut that out because it took me about 10 minutes just to do that, but I wanted to finish it because I like that it's black. It's the glitter vinyl, and it'll look really nice on this bag. So I've restarted my heat press. I'm going to use the big one this time so that I can do it all at one time. And I might just reprint my name on another piece because that would have looked really nice too with that on the bottom. So I may do that later. But I did want to go ahead and make sure I was able to salvage this. And so far, it looks okay. So put this here in the center. Let's see. Hold on. I'm looking at this line and it's throwing me off. So I need to look at the letter. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Now just tape it down so that it doesn't shift during heating. Okay. And let me look at it again. Okay. And just a little protection. Put this on for 30 seconds. And I'm going to put some pressure on it because it is that glitter transfer vinyl, which is a little bit harder than the normal heat transfer vinyl. So after this goes off, I will check it to make sure it did adhere, that it did iron down. And if not, we'll put it back on for a few more seconds. So we'll see. Right about now. Okay. Let's check and see. It's very hot, of course. Of course it's hot. But I'm going to let it cool. I'm not going to attempt to do it yet. Let's move it off the heat and put it on the cool surface. And flip it over. That's a little bit wet from the condensation. So let's wipe that off and then put a little bit, cool it down a little. Okay. And then let's see. Do we need to put it back on? Oh, maybe not. Maybe so. At the bottom here, I should have left my little ones on. I'll use that to just get that little area. Okay, then I need to let it cool again. After doing that, I'll have to let it cool. But yeah, that was intricate. That really, it took a while. And I'm glad it worked out because I really like this. Okay, let's start at the top this time. And nope, not down. So we need to go back to the big press to get the top. Well, maybe not. Let's try. I'll put this on all the way high. And that way I can press right in that area where I need the heat. And I think it's because you can't tell probably, but where the pockets are on the other side, that line right there, the heat press, the big one wasn't able to kind of lay flat right there. So that's why this one would probably have been the better option to begin with, because I can get into that crease like right there. Yeah, there's like a little bump down because of those pockets. Okay. Again, let's let it cool for a second. And then we can do a cool peel. All right, let's test it again. And make sure, I think it's good. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, can I say I love it? Because I love it. I think it is beautiful. I'm so glad that I took the time to finish that. That part just sets it off. And the glittery, oh, it looks so good. I don't know if it's showing up on camera as good as it is in person, but it is very pretty. I love it. So we have this, and where did I do with my pouch? Did I drop the pouch? No, here it is. Okay, so we have that, and we have our pouch. Maybe I should have used red. I mean the pink, and they could have been together. But that's okay. I still like it just as it is. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around for this video. Please come back because there will be more videos. Thanks again. Bye-bye.